Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Udalad and today we are going back to Dimir. Now I know we quite recently made a Dimir deck, but I was talking in that video a little bit about a mill deck that could be fun to do with Dimir, and hence why I am here. So this is kind of my weird version of a mill deck. I'm not sure if it's actually that effective, but I guess we'll see. So we have some opts, obviously, for card draw, Overwhelmed Apprentice to discard, some Drowned Secrets to discard some more, Wall of Lost Thought to discard even more. I actually think adding 2 more Wall of Lost Thought, because I've been having some problem with aggro with this deck. But yeah, Wall of Lost Thought, Drown in the Lock, the freaking best counterspell and removal spell in the entirety of the Dimir arsenal, I'd say. Thought Erasure, because it's just a pain in the ass to face. Thought Collapse, it's kind of a good counterspell and it does this thing that we actually want. It discards cards. Then we also have Murderous Rider, obviously removal, Chemister's Insight for card draw, Ritual of Suit for those pesky little Cavalcade of Calamity decks, and Lochmere's Serpent because it's a big threat that cannot really be removed as long as they don't exile it. So this is basically, we just play this and it's like, oh yes, well, he kills it. Well, I guess I'll pay 2 mana and exile 5 cards from your graveyard and I'll bring it back. It is very strong in that sort of sense. We also have some Mystic Sanctuaries. I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of them. I might actually remove 2 and just do this instead. What I also would want to do, actually, is, let's see. Because I've been facing a little bit of... The thing is, like, I don't want to run Ashiok in this deck, because Drown in the Lock is very based on the opponent having a lot of cards in the graveyard. So I was thinking of different ways to solve that problem, and I realized that Gravedigger's Cage is actually one of those ways to solve that. So I actually think adding... or Grafdigger's Cage. Adding Grafdigger's Cage to this and maybe removing 2 opts. I'm not a massive fan of the ops actually, but I think we should have them. Yeah, we definitely should. Like every blue deck has some opts, right? So have 2 opts, and that is what we're going with. So let's get into the game now. I'm just gonna have a little sip. Some good whiskey. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So this deck hasn't been super successful. There's a lot of the mill cards that I used to use was removed with M19 and all those sets. So that is a little bit of a annoying part about this deck, but I think it's kind of okay anyway. Let's keep this. Now we only have a Mystic Sanctuary, so I guess we'll have to play that early. I'd rather keep it. I think actually Mystic Sanctuary, like every time I pull it, I feel like it's bad. So I'm really considering just like removing it from the deck entirely. That might be a thing that I'll do. Now we're going really greedy with the Drowned Secrets. We're gonna try to get both of them out and then do the Thought Erasure and stuff like that, so that we can mill as much as possible from this guy. Oh hell yeah, let's do that. So now he can't actually bring this back. Or wait, they can... Yeah, the cat can actually come back with the Grafdigger's Cage. I thought it would actually stop the cat as well, which is a little bit annoying. Revenge of Ravens. This is the most frustrating card in the world, but we are not an aggressive deck, so this is actually kind of fine. Let's do this. Thought Erasure on the little bastard. Just throw away everything that he has. Oh my god. We throw... Oh, that was a quick... Wow, that was a quick surrender. I guess, like, the cage really... Like, I think he could... Oh no, it actually brings it back. Oh yeah, it actually stops it. It actually works. Yes, we did it. I was thinking like the Grafdigger's cage didn't actually stop him from bringing back, but the cat actually comes into the battlefield, if I remember it correctly. So that is why it actually worked. That's very nice. Well, let's get into the next game. I feel like this deck, though, like, since they removed so many of the mill enchantments that I used to use, you really need to start with basically a hand like this. Drowned Secrets. We need as many of these as possible, basically. The Drowned Secrets is so good, though. Such a good card. So we just need basically to pull black mana, and we're in a really good spot. Oh, Flibbleton. We basically need to pull some black mana, and at that point we're in a really good spot. But we need one swamp. Oh my god, that's annoying.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpieces.
How do we handle that? Okay, I guess we'll play another Drowned Secrets. Ooh. This is a weird deck that we're facing, I gotta say. Like, who plays with both of these in a deck that also has blue and red? Like, he has to be all the colors, right? Circle of Loyalty as well. Like, it is such weird-ass deck, basically. Is it a Super Friends deck?
I wrote an entire
I'm thinking it might be
on your...
a Super Friends deck.
Mind if I enjoy this?
This might be harder to handle. Guess we'll play another Drowned Secrets. I mean, it's not like we can do a lot. We need to pull some land. Boom. But when we play something, oh boy, is he going to get screwed over, basically. Just like this removes 6 cards every time we play a blue card. Rankle? Is that really horrible?
I don't enjoy seeing things suffer.
I'm not sure.
But I'll make an exception for you.
How? So what is it going to do? Shows none? Wow. Okay, we got all the islands, so I guess that's something. Let's just counter that immediately. There we go. So he actually loses 9 cards from that. Yeah, this is definitely a Super Friends deck. Which is nice that we're milling him. Like, he obviously has some big threats out, but if we would pull some actual black mana, this wouldn't be too much of a problem.
But ingenuity.
Ow, ow. But I think I might be dead, like, before that ever happens. Ain't gonna lie. Well, that doesn't really help. Because, yeah, we can cast it to get Drown in the Lockout, but we can only kill Rankle and he'll kill us anyway. Yeah, we might as well concede this, I feel like. Okay. So, a little bit unlucky, like, just one swamp would have created, like, that entire match would have gone very differently, I feel like. I think the problem, like the biggest problem that I have with this deck is that it doesn't really have a way to handle flyers specifically. Obviously it has the murderous riders, but that is also the only way to handle flyers, which is kind of a problem. Let's actually opt first and then we can scry with the Overwhelmed Apprentices. Let's pull that. Sure, why not? Pay 2 life and play both of these. I mean, the Lockermere Serpent, are we going to be playing it? We are actually kind of close. I think maybe putting the Murderous Rider at the bottom is okay. in this kind of situation. Also play another Overwhelmed Apprentice. Drown in the Lock. I think we definitely want to pull that before. So that is way better. Beloved Princess. And a Healer's Hawk. Okay. Well... Is killing off the Healer's Hawk with Murderous Rider insane? I think it is. I think we just want to chill right now and save Drown in the Lock for the next thing he casts. Because it's not gonna cost more than 4 mana. He doesn't even have that. I think we want to counter that. Because that bird is gonna become invulnerable, basically. Maybe we shouldn't have. We had the Murderous Rider. We could have killed it that way instead. I think that would have been a... Okay. Well... Feels weird. That was a weird concede. I thought he kind of had that game. Like, it was going really well for him. But okay. Sure. I'll take a free win. I kind of love the art actually on this like baked pie. Like that hand coming out of the pie crust. It's actually hilarious. This is an okay opening hand. Maybe shouldn't keep it. Maybe I want 1 more mana. But you know what? I'm a daredevil. What can I say? Plus the Overwhelmed Apprentice usually helps with like these sort of situations. Maybe I should have... Nah, this is actually good. Then we can play Wall Lost Thought next turn. Wait, did I? Yeah. Okay. Wall of Lost Thought. Let's mill him a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. The Opportunistic Dragon is gone. It is a really good... it is a really good card. Human or Artifact. It is weird now. So he's not going to be attacking with that, so I might as well play this. Another Overwhelmed Apprentice. He's going to be basically throwing away stuff for him all the time. And we'll save the Drown in the Lock for his turn. We'll see what he plays. Chandra Spitfire, we definitely want to counter that. Because that is a big threat, especially with the Scorch Spitters out. It is a big boy threat. Let's see here. I think we definitely want to pull Drown in the Lock next turn, and then we want the land. Like, getting Drown in the Lock into our hand as soon as possible, so we can counter something else. It's kind of important. Now we could get a Chandra out this turn. Hopefully he doesn't have it though. Oh, Tybalt. That is actually okay. We don't heal that much, and Tybalt's power is kind of weak to some degree, you know. Okay, well, we ain't gonna do anything. Just gonna chill. Let's see what he plays. There we go. That's the thing that I want. Let's counter that. Drown that in the lock as well. I would hate playing against my deck. I hate playing against these kinds of decks. There we go. Like, considering this is a mill deck, I feel like we've won surprisingly many games already. Like, one of them obviously was like, he just surrendered for some reason. I'm not sure why. But, like, most of these matches is like, okay, I've countered 2 of their spells that are just like, ah, fuck it, I'm out. So people apparently hate playing against Dimir. Good to know. That is some really cool art. I don't even know if I have that. Or if you, like, how you get it, rather. I feel like this is an okay keep. The opt might help with the mana starvation that we might be facing, but other than that, it should be fine. Drown in the Lock. I really want that Drown in the Lock. Ain't gonna lie. It's a sweet, sweet card. I feel like we should Wall of Lost Thought at this point. Just throw some stuff into the graveyard for him. He's playing with, like, let's see, 65 cards in his deck, I think. Feels weird, but it's okay. So he is... I'm not sure what his deck is. Oh, that is Kaya. That is a little bit of a pain in the ass.
I like
if we
a
pull
good
a,
fight.
if we pull a Swamp though.
I'll be back.
Swamp?
Just
Swamp?
you wait.
Ah, crap. Oh well. That's kind of okay as well, I guess. Let's Thought Erasure the guy. See what happens. He has some Ashioks. Brought back. I think maybe we should throw away the Realm Cloak Giant. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The Realm Cloaked Giant is going to be a massive, like, big boy in his deck. It is a really good sweeper. Like, if I had white in this deck, I would probably play with that instead of Ritual of Suit. We just need one more Swamp. And we can actually handle Kaya.
I hope you said you won. I'll be back. Just you wait.
There we go. That's good. Let's pay that. And let's murder her.
You better watch your back from here on out.
There we go. We got Kaya away from there. Now obviously he's playing Ashiok. Ashiok isn't that dangerous to us, I feel like.
You I'll return where you slumber.
I feel like we can... I feel like we want to do something like this, maybe. Play out the Murderous Rider. Because what does he really have that can handle the Murderous Rider? Plus the Grafdigger's Cage destroys basically the finale of Eternity. Yeah, he can kill 3 creatures with it, but he will never be able to return the creature cards. Because the Grafdigger's Cage actually disrupts that. So that's actually really good.
This is difficult to digest.
Another Kaya. Question is, do we want to do anything
The crueler
about
the
Kaya?
opponent, the sweeter the victory.
Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Kaya is one of his victory conditions, so we definitely want to
Good for
destroy
you.
her.
Shuffling me off my mortal coil. You better watch your back from here on out.
Maybe I should have destroyed Ashiok and attacked with, or attacked Kaya with
You
the
must be quick.
Murderous Rider, actually. Now that I think about it. That would have been the smart move, I think. I could have killed both. If I was him... Yeah, there we go, and he's gonna play the new one.
I leave you with. I'll return where you slumber.
Let's just counter that. Nope. You are not going to get free Planeswalkers back. No. Not happening, my friend.
Dream big tonight. Behold. My
Because-
dreams dissipate like smoke.
With Kaya, he can really quickly kill us. But I don't think that is really a problem, per se.
Swine!
There we go, and now we have mana for Drown Drown in the Lock as well. So I feel like this is going okay. Finale of Eternity. He's paying 3. You know what? Let's counter that. There we go. So next turn we kill him, then we cast Chemister's Insight. Maybe this is the first game where we actually kill our opponents. Who knows?
I aspired for more.
Swamp or a watery grave. Don't. Well, I was about to say I don't really need that, but there we go. Look at that. Like, he has thrown away so much of our cards though. Like, not that many land even. Like, he has got a crap ton of our cards basically. Okay. Sure. Let's attack with both Murderous Riders. See what it does. He decides to take the damage to the face. I think I want to cast this. Throw away the water grave. Don't really need that at this point. We are going through our deck really quickly though, and we need to get some damage going. Otherwise he will definitely win. Kills off our Wall of Lost Thoughts. Okay. Overwhelmed Apprentice. That is fine. There we go. I don't think we want any of these actually. Let's put them at the bottom. And I think we definitely want to cast Chemister's Insight. Discard that island. God damn it. Let's see here. Wall of Lost Thought. Not really. Let's put them at the bottom as well. We want some sort of creature, basically. Boom. There we go. Now let's see what he plays, because I'm saving that Murderous Rider for his Murderous Rider, basically. I don't think he has that many creatures in his deck. And that's why I'm kind of hoping. There we go. Let's kill that off. Play that. Let's swing with everything, and then we play this like our third Murderous Rider. He can block one Overwhelmed Apprentice without much of an issue, but other than that, like, he can block the Murderous Riders as well, but I don't think that will help him that much. There we go, another Murderous Rider. We basically just need to keep this board controlled. If we can keep this status up, we will actually kill him in 2 turns. Like, pulling a Lochomere Serpent would be even better, but that's probably not happening. Let's be honest. He might have milled all of them, actually. Let's see here. 1. Oh, there should be 1 left, I think. Yeah, there should definitely be 1 left. Oh, so immediately casted it as a creature. Interesting. This one has Death Touch, so that's a little bit annoying. But you know what? That's fine. I think we're just gonna swing with everything. Still 3 damage coming through, so we're still going plus. Thing is, like, the Ritual of Suit will screw us over as well, so that's a really bad thing. Ah, crap.
Scream.
God damn it, we were so close to the Lochmere Serpent. It was 2 cards away.
Lost my appetite.
God damn it. So why can't I put that on the top of my... Yeah, I guess. There we go. I mean, we are definitely going to be swinging in here. We swing with everyone towards him.
You fear me.
Goddamn Ashiok. He kind of screwed us over royally. The Lochmere Serpent would have been like... If we actually would have gotten the Lochmere Serpent out, it would have been so good. But that kind of got fucked up by Ashiok as well. He basically discarded all my big threats, which was kind of bad. The thing is, like, Ashiok is so good as like a mill kind of planeswalker, but he with Drown in the Lock he doesn't really work, because Drown in the Lock kind of
Will be haunted by this too.
Drown in the Lock is kind of required to be able to actually do something, you know. Kill him off and go for face with the Murderous Rider.
I'll return.
We might actually survive this. If he only plays the Murderous Rider next turn, no other creature, we actually win. Ah, fuck me, Kaya's Wrath, really? Ah, well. We're basically screwed at this point. We only have Murderous Riders, but it is really hard for him to actually, like, kill us off at this point. Because, like, every time he kills a Murderous Rider, it just comes back, which is kind of hilarious. Kaya.
I like a good fight. No, to want something better. You
God
won.
damn it.
This time.
Can't really do anything about this, though, to be honest. We have 1 card left. If he kills a Murderous Rider, we might actually survive. Oh my god, he did. He did! He did! He did it. I think he doesn't, like, he keeps doing that. And he doesn't realize that he's putting more cards into my deck. This is amazing. If we
What's
actually
the
survive
Am
from
I
this.
Dematerializing? Huh.
We might have to kill her. The question is, how do we handle that the best way? I think actually the best way might be doing this. There we go.
I had guild business to attend to anyway.
And then we can play this out, pay life, and play the Murderous Rider. This might save us. Cannot promise that it will, but it might. If we are lucky. I will be, like, if we win this, it is the most amazing game that I've ever witnessed. Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Good game. Gally, good game. Him, like, keeping on killing those murderous riders actually saved the crap out of us. How did we actually win this? That is amazing. That is incredible. That is, I don't even know what to say. That is actually amazing. Plus, we got another mastery point, and now we actually get to the bottom of these, so we get the Royal Science as this weird art style. So that's something, I guess. But man, damn, that was incredible. That felt so good, and I was like, oh my god. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the deck, remember to like this video. Also, comment down below what you would change in the deck, and what did you think of that last game? That was incredible, right? Also, remember to subscribe, hit that bell. I've been Udalad, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.